Have you ever wondered why some children are confident while others feel insecure, why teenagers struggle with identity, and why old people reflect on their life? So today theory explain all these queries. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Vinder Kaur. So today in this video we will understand Erikson theory of psychological development in very simple language. This theory was proposed by Erikson in 1950. Erikson was influenced by psychoanalytic theory, especially Freud, but he did not agree completely with Freud. So Freud focused mainly on biological instincts. So Erikson said human personality is shaped more by society, culture, and relationship. That is why Erikson theory is called psychosocial development. Here, the word psycho means inner emotional development, and social means influence of family, school, culture, and the society. Erikson believed that personality does not stop developing in childhood. It develops, starts at birth, continues through childhood, adolescence, adult, and even at the old ages. So that is why he explained development across the entire lifespan. So this is the development is the lifelong process and continuous process. Development through eight psychosocial stages. Erikson divided human life into eight stages. Each stage is connected to specific age group, life situation, and a social change. So these stages are not random, they follow the natural growth of a human being. So, what is the key concept? What is a psychosocial crisis? It is important to understand. If you want to understand this theory, it is important. First, you have to understand the meaning of psychosocial crisis. So, what is psychosocial crisis? It is a conflict between two opposite forces. For example, trust versus mistrust, identity versus role confusion. At every stage, a person must face one main challenge. So, in this crisis, is basically solved in a positive way. If the crisis is solved in a positive way, the child or adult develop confidence. Second, personality become healthy and balanced. Third, a positive virtue develop hope, confidence, love, and wisdom. So if a child receive love and care, trust definitely develop. And when we are talking about unsuccessful resolution, if the crisis is not solved properly, the person may develop fear, confusion, or insecurity. These problems can continue into later life. Example, if a child faces neglect, mistrust develop, which may affect future relationship. So, Erikson explained personality development through eight psychosocial stages, where each stage involves a crisis influenced by the social interaction. Now, let's discuss the stages one by one. Stages of psychosocial development. First is stage 1, infancy, 0 to 1 year. Trust versus mistrust. A baby depends completely on parents. If parents provide love, food, care, the child develop trust. If care is missing, then definitely it will develop mistrust. Example, a baby who feels safe will grow into a confident child. So, what will be the positive outcome? Positive outcome will be hope. So, trust versus mistrust at the first stage, that is your infancy stage. Second is early childhood, 1 to 3 years. Autonomy versus shame and doubt. Here the child want to say I can do it myself. Encouragement is autonomy. Too much control or scolding, shame and doubt. So letting a child eat or dress on their own builds confidence. Play age, that is your 3 to 6 years. Initiative versus guilt. Children ask question, imagine and explore. So here support lead to initiative and constant punishment definitely lead to the guilt. When teacher encourage creativity, children become confident learner. Next is stage 4, 6 to 12 years. School age. Industry versus inferiority. This stage is related to school life. Success in studies, industry, definitely develop confidence. Repeated failure will develop inferiority complex. So here a teacher can support, can change a child's self-belief forever. Next is adolescence, 12 to 18 year, identity versus role confusion. This is the most asked stage in the exams. Teenager think, who am I? What career should I choose? What are my values? So they will get clear answers about their identity. Definitely, there will be a confusion about their roles. So guidance from teacher and parents help students build their identity. Stage 6, young adulthood, 18 to 40 years, intimacy versus isolation. Focus on relationship. Strong relationship will lead to intimacy, and fear of commitment definitely lead to isolation. Middle adulthood, 40 to 65 years. This is basically related with generosity versus stagnation. Adult want to contribute to society. Helping others is generosity, and no contribution is the stagnation. So teachers shaping future generation show generosity. Then stage 8, old age, 65 plus years, ego integrity versus despair. People look back at their life, satisfaction, ego integrity, and regret is despair. So, what are the key features or importance of Erikson theory of psychosocial development? First is development continues from birth to old age. Development is lifelong. Erikson believed that human development does not stop in the childhood. A newborn learns to trust, a child learns confidence, a teenager forms identity, an adult builds relationship, an elderly person reflect on life. So this means every age has its own challenge and learning. Every adult and teacher are still developing emotionally. So Erikson described development as a lifelong process. Second is emphasis on social environment and culture. So according to Erikson, family, school, friends, society, culture all strongly influence the personality of the child. A child growing in supportive family build confidence, and in a negative environment he will feel insecure. Next is each stage builds on the previous one. Erikson said development is step by step. If trust develop in infancy, child feels secure. If not, fear may affect later stages. So problem of one stage can affect future stages. So a child with low confidence may struggle with identity in the adolescence. This theory is not just theoretical, it is practical. Parents use it to understand children, teachers use it to guide students, counselors use it to solve emotional problems. So, understanding changes help teachers respond with empathy instead of the punishment. What are the educational implications? First is help teacher understand students emotional and social needs. Students do not come to class only with books, they come with the emotions. Some need encouragement, some need security, some definitely need identity support. So here teacher help in developing the behavior of the child or change the behavior of the child. So behavior problem often reflect emotional struggles, not disobedience. It definitely guide age appropriate teaching strategies. Teaching should match the development stage. Young children encouragement appreciation needed. School age children needed skill building and motivation. Adolescent respect guidance and discussion. So comparing student harshly can cause the inferiority in the student. Supports identity formation during adolescence. Identity versus role confusion. Student ask, who am I? What should I become? Teacher can help by guiding career choices, respecting opinions, encouraging self expression. So, a supportive teacher can prevent identity confusion. So there is a recapitulation. Erikson proposed 8 stages of psychosocial development. Each stage has psychosocial crisis. Development continues throughout life according to Erikson, and social interaction plays a key role. Have to keep this in mind. Mostly questions asked from these types of MCQ or short answers definitely comes in the exams. Trust versus mistrust, in which stage? Infancy. Identity versus role confusion is in the adolescent stage, and outcome of old age is wisdom. So, in the conclusion, we can say Erikson explained personality development through 8 psychosocial stages, where each stage involves a crisis influenced by social interaction. So, students, if you like my video, you can like, subscribe, and share my video. And I always make videos on philosophy, psychology, sociology. If you have any topic which you want me to make video, you can comment in the chat box.